and my new friends. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Oh, an amazing Friday. We are going to just get ready and have like a story time because I have a story and I'm annoyed as shit. And I want to know if any of you guys have had like a similar experience with Sephora. So, probably, okay, I've been living in my current house a year now. My nails is like so dry for some reason. And as expected, because I purchased a lot of stuff, I'm a rouge. I have had about 3 packages in the last year go missing. Either they didn't ship, they went, they were lost in delivery, or someone stole them off of my porch, right? So one of them did not, supposedly according to the Sephora website, it had been delivered, but it hadn't been. So I call Sephora and I'm like, hey, there's this package that I've been waiting for, and it says on your website that it's been delivered. However, it has not been delivered. And I had already contacted the company they use to deliver, which here it's on track. They just basically said the same thing. Oh, it says it's been delivered. Okay, well, it hasn't been, so now what? And Sephora tells me, keep in mind, I do this. And on top of this, before I did this, I am makeup junkie. So anytime something new comes out, I wanted it. So I've been a rouge for a really long time, since probably they started having that. So I call, actually no, first I spoke to customer service on how they have that like online chat thing. And they tell me that there is nothing that they can do for me because I have had more than 1 package go missing in the last 5 months. Keep in mind, I have been a rouge for however long that's been a thing, okay? So what I order compared to what has gone missing is huge. And I'm just like, oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, I was like, forget this stupid online thing. I'm calling them. So I call them, and I speak to a representative, and he's like, well, hold on, let me see. And he looks over my account, and he's like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You have had more than 1 package go missing in the last 5 months. So you're going to, we're not going to issue a refund or a replacement. And I suggest that you get a P.O. box, since apparently you're not getting any of your packages. I got really annoyed at that point because I ordered, let's say this is just like an example. I ordered, let's say, 10 packages a month. One package goes missing out of those 10 packages a month. So the fact that the other ones made it here and the one went missing is more important than the other ones that made it. So it's basically too bad for you. You can't get your money or a refund. That is literally what they told me. Not a refund or my money back. I was actually in shock. So, and I thought, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, Sephora's always been really great to me. They've always given me my money back. They've always done really right by me when things have gone wrong. Like, if something comes broken, or if you know, a package goes missing, which does not happen often in comparison to how much I order. And I get on the line with the supervisor. Oh, meanwhile, the customer service representative is being a complete and total dick. He's like, we go by patterns. And so if you want to continue to have products shipped to an address where apparently you're not getting them, then that's on you. But we are not going to replace missing or lost packages to you anymore. That's what he tells me. Exact words, dude. I'm quoting him. So at that point, I'm like, okay, this dude's giving me an attitude, and I can't really like leap through the phone and punch him in the face like I want to. So let me speak to your supervisor. And not really am I thinking, oh, the supervisor's going to give me this. He's just going to jump on the phone and he's just going to be like, oh my gosh, yes, we're going to send you this for free. And for my rude employee, I'm going to give you, 100 extra points. I'm thinking, okay, most employers back up their employees, right? Especially in customer service. So if an employee says something, they usually try to stick to that unless it's completely wrong. Just because they don't want to look like they're not a united front, and they don't want their employee to feel like you didn't have my back. So my intention with speaking to the customer service or to the manager was not to necessarily like get my package, like get it reshipped, because I didn't want a refund. I wanted my products. That's what I wanted, because that's why I ordered them. It was more or less to let him know, like, your customer service representative needs to have an attitude check, like real quick, because he's talking to me crazy and he's acting really rude. And so the manager gets on the phone, and and the customer service representative before that tells me we are no longer going to ship to you. Yeah, tells me they're no longer going to ship to me. So I said, okay, well, I need to speak to your manager. And he's like, okay, that's fine. I love how they say that with such confidence. Like, yeah, sure. Because I know my supervisor's going to back me up here. Which is like, great. I'm glad he's going to. So the supervisor gets on, well, it took like 10 minutes. The supervisor gets on the line and he tells me that what the representative told me is correct, except for the fact that they are still going to ship to me. He's like, we will still ship to you. It's up to you if you want to still have packages delivered where you're not receiving them. That's what he said to me. So I tell him, I said, look at my purchase history compared to what I'm claiming I haven't received. Do you see a difference? Am I saying that every package hasn't come because I'm like wanting to lie and wanting to get, free stuff and not have to pay for things? No, and I'm not even asking for a refund. I'm asking for my package. And keep in mind, Sephora has sucked lately with their shipping. I mean, ridiculously. I have ordered packages. I've ordered things probably about, 3-4 weeks ago that I still have not received. I'm being patient. It's just makeup. It's not a big deal. I'm so pissed. So So he gets on the phone and he's like, yes, it's correct. You will not, we will not be giving you refunds or replacing items that are lost or stolen that are shipped to you. And he said, I suggest you get a P.O. box since you want to live somewhere where apparently your packages are getting stolen. I could not believe what he was saying to me. Oh my gosh, dude, I have never had someone talk to me in such a disrespectful manner that had me really wanting to find out where the Sephora freaking warehouse was so I could punch this guy in his face. So I had no other choice but to say, okay. I mean, it is what it is. Like, what can I do? Nothing. I just have to deal with the fact that they aren't going to help me. So I am on a no Sephora purchase. Like, Sephora is, and the sad thing is I have been shopping with them for as long as I can remember. Like, I think the very first time I ever stepped foot into a Sephora was when I was probably about 18, because I used to buy all my stuff from the drugstore. That's just where I thought you bought your makeup. I didn't know about a Sephora. I didn't know that there were stores like that. I didn't, and I think shortly after that, Ulta. But let me tell you how great Ulta is. Let me tell you how awesome Ulta is. And and another thing is that Sephora thinks that they sell things you can't get anywhere else. Nothing they sell other than the Sephora brand is stuff you can't buy off of another website, off the brand's website, right? So they're not doing me like, I'm not gonna die because I can't purchase things from a Sephora or from Sephora's website. If I want something, I can buy it directly from the company. So let me tell you how great Sephora or Ulta is. I mean, this is also great and stupid. So I had ordered a palette from them. It was the Naked 3. 2 or 3, I can't remember. And I'm not kidding you. The palette was empty. There was no eyeshadows in it. It was just a palette. No eyeshadows, no nothing. So I went in there and I was actually kind of nervous because I've had people accuse me, I don't know if it's a race thing or if it's just like people being shady so often that they just assume that everybody's this way. Accuse me of lying, and things like that. So I was kind of nervous. I was like, great, what do I do? So I go into Ulta and I tell them like, hey, my palette came like this. And the girl opens it and she was like, you have to be kidding me. It really came like this. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, let me get my manager up here. We'll get you taken care of, blah, blah, blah. Manager came up there, said the same thing. I'm so sorry, that is ridiculous. I cannot believe they shipped out an empty palette. And didn't even question me. They just gave me a new one. That was it. I've had things come from them broken and they don't ask from Ulta. I'm speaking of Ulta. I've had things come from them broken and they've never asked me to reship them to them, even though I would have, or just take them into an Ulta store. They're like, no, it's fine. We'll just send you a new one. I've never had them question what I say as if I'm lying. And that is the feeling I got when I called Ulta this morning, because he said we look at the past behaviors, and those are the words he actually used, past behaviors. This is the representative, not the manager. And we decide from there what needs to be done. He's like, and then he switches it up and says, well, it's not actually us that decides. We have a system. Our computer system looks at returns and da da da. I never return anything. I have a daughter. If I don't like it, most likely she will. So, and I told him that. I said, I don't return things. And it's not like, that's not a good thing. Like, I should be returning things I don't like. But I don't. So, you can't use that. I said, I've had 3 packages go missing. One of them wasn't even my fault. They shipped it to my old address when okay, so it was my fault and their fault. So I had purchased something and forgot to change my address in the shipping part of it. And oh, sorry, hold on, pause. I'm trying to decide what to do with my eyes because I literally went into this with no idea. So I forgot to change the shipping. I called them literally immediately, not even 2 seconds later, and I said, I accidentally forgot to change the shipping. I have moved. I don't live at this address anymore. Can you guys please, like, cancel it, change the shipping, do whatever it is you guys do, like, blah, blah, blah. And they tell me, no, we actually can't. It's already gone to our warehouse. 3 seconds later. Like, really? That's how quick I realized it. Like, I was like, oh, holy crap, I forgot to change it. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't know who lives there, but chances are they're not going to give me my package back. So they just reshipped me my package. I called them with plenty of time that I wanted for them to correct that if possible. And they chose not to. I mean, or they weren't really able to. I don't know. I really don't know. So that actually makes it one pack or 2 packages that I have not received. Okay, so yeah, I mean, so it ended with them basically telling me that there was nothing they could do for me. I'm SOL'd. They are not going to replace my package, and they are not going to refund the money. And I didn't even know what to say. I was left in shock. Never have I ever had Sephora or any other company, for that matter, other than Clarity Cosmetics. Their customer service is a joke. Don't ever order from them. They are literally a joke. Never have I ever had a company treat me like that. Like, ever. Like, I was just literally, utterly in shock. I felt like they thought I was lying. Like, the way he kept saying, well, we look at past behaviors. I really thought he thinks I'm making this up. Like, that I'm just trying to get free product. And maybe that happens to them, like, a lot. I don't know. But that's not what I was doing. And so for them to, like, act like that and categorize me like that, it was just so frustrating. So me, I go on to their Facebook page and I'm reading their reviews, right? Because I'm like, well, I wonder what other people's experiences are. And so many people were saying how crappy the customer service. I mean, there was more bad ones that I was reading anyways than good. Somebody was saying, I don't even order for myself, I order for friends, and they prevented me now from purchasing online. And I had never heard of Sephora doing something like that. So I was like, what the freaking crap? I don't live far from a Sephora. Like, I mean, it's a good 15-20 minutes, but it's not like far. Like a actual Sephora store. Like, I live near a JCPenney. So if I want to go there, I can. They just don't ever have as much stuff. But, I mean, from what I'm hearing, they want to pull out of JCPenney's. So they'll be back to the drawing board of going to, 15-20 minutes away. But it's just frustrating. Yeah, I was just reading all the reviews and all the crappy things people were saying about how customer service is horrible. One girl was saying how she received her package and it was empty. I was like, what the flippin' fucking shit? Like, could you imagine opening your box and you're just all excited and like, yay, my stuff's here, and it's empty? I was like, what dumb shit works at Sephora that did that? That shipped out an empty box. Especially with how they're taking forever right now to ship anything. And I live, where I live, there's a Sephora warehouse here where this ships out of. So I don't know why my particular products are taking so long, because they're shipping from my state. So I'm just kind of like, dude, what's going on? What are you doing with my stuff? And I know this is like their first world problems. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not angry about the products taking forever as much as I am the customer service I received today was just a joke. I'm humiliated and I'm almost embarrassed. Like, talking to them was like, I was like, you're kidding me. This is a joke. Like, someone's gonna get on here and make this right? Nope. He told me I will have no none of my products shipped to me. And so that package contained some pretty expensive things, probably about $150 worth of stuff I'll never get. So I'm just kind of like, what in the shoot? Like, what do I do? Like, the only thing I could think of when I was thinking about it was I'm using the Scott Barnes color palette. I haven't used this. This is the first time. The only thing I could think of was disputing it with my card company since I didn't actually get the product. I can dispute it that way. So I don't know. Like, I don't really know if that's what I should do or what. I mean, I know that some of you are from overseas, and I know they don't have Sephora in like the UK. If I'm correct, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm putting a little bit of purple. I'm like feeling brave because I'm so mad. But for the people that are here in the States, how have you guys ever had any like shitty experiences? Like, I've had many shitty experiences in the store, like with the customer service. They're like, the girls thinking like they must like own stock in Sephora, and like they treat their, the customers that walk in like dog shit. And it's like, dude, these products don't come out of your pocket. What's your problem? I'm gonna put some purple under here. This purple's pretty. That's in this palette. I like this a lot. That's what it looks like. Oh, so pretty. It doesn't look like that's what it would look like, because look at that's it right there. It's kind of like it's like a violet. It's pretty though. Yeah, I mean, what would you guys do if this happened to you guys? Because I really don't know how to handle it. Like, I wrote them a review on Facebook, and I don't know how this looks, because my top looks like pink and my bottom looks brown. Yeah, what would you guys do if this was you guys and this happened to you guys and this is how you were treated? Like, I just don't even know. It's just frustrating and irritating, and especially when you are what you think is a good customer. Shoot, poke myself in the eye. I guess I thought I was a good customer. Apparently I'm not to them. So very, very, very frustrating. And I have like so many packages like that are supposed to be coming from them, which is so annoying. You know what? I'm not liking this color. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to be right back. We're going to do something way better. I left the purple underneath because I am going to use purple. So I didn't see any reason to take it off. I'm just going to use it. And so I'm going in with a bronzer color, which is the Vallarta by NARS, which I could not pronounce that, and that is so pathetic because I'm Mexican and I speak Spanish. Doing with that, and we're going to go in with the pencil brush and the purple that I used on the lower lash line from the Scott Barnes palette. I really like that color and I want to use it. I look crazy. I like it. I know it looks crazy right now, but I like it. I might bring the purple up just a little bit more. We're good. Alright, so I'm going to do some finishing touches to my face and I will be right back. Okay, this is Sephora because I went through like 3 first washes. Like House of Lashes, Sephora, like collaboration with Sephora, and I really like these ones. I feel that's good. Okay, so yeah, just clean whatever. I hope you guys don't ever experience things like I do or did from Sephora because this is a joke. Okay, so we're not done because I just couldn't see my eyebrows are not done. I got the new product by Patrick Top, and like it is pretty solid. So I know you're supposed to spray a setting spray or water. And then go in with a spoolie. Okay, and then you're supposed to go in here and like kind of get it all saturated into your spoolie. I actually ordered this brush when this launched. I still don't have it. And then you're supposed to go over your brows. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of brow hair. This is really the most brow product that's ever made my brow stick up. No joke. I've never had a brow product do that. It's crazy. I have not watched a lot of reviews on this, so I don't know. Okay, so the actual palette dries out pretty quick, so you have to re-wet it if you don't go in quick. Oh my gosh, I have more brow hairs than I thought. Holy shit. How like I said, I haven't watched a lot of reviews. I just saw this come out with something new and I was like, oh, cool, a brow product. So my understanding is you're supposed to go in and almost laminate them to your brow, to your skin. And then wow, my eyebrows are crazy. Okay, so as far as I know, we're done with that, right? Now we're gonna go back in and then comb through them. Not my hair, my brows. So that they don't look so stuck to the skin. Really wild and really crazy brows are not really my thing. I like a bushy look. I have never been able to achieve that because I don't have a lot of brow hair, but also don't have any color in them. Okay, so we're gonna go in and add some color. I don't have like a pomade or anything like that, so I'm gonna have to use my Anastasia. Use this to add color to brow. And I know it's supposed to be like a messy brow, so I'm going to do my best to not like box it off like I usually do. So I can feel as I'm going through with this, the Anastasia, I can feel the pomade from Patrick Taw. It's pretty thick. Can you guys pick this up? I mean, it looks pretty. Like, I like that messy look on other people. I'm like, wow, I've never seen that ever look this crazy. But it looks pretty. Like, it actually makes it look like I have a lot more brow than I do. Like, can you see that? Like, yeah, I really, really, really like that. So far, so good. We're gonna brush through these one more time before I'm done, just because I want them plastered to my face. I'm not really into that lamination thing that everyone's doing. This is not my thing. And this Patrick Todd, it's making it hard for the Anastasia to stick. I'm trying to do this really lightly so there's like a feathered brow, because I know that's what this is supposed to look like. But it's really hard for me to get it to stick to the wax from Patrick Todd. It's like not really wanting to. And then I like to draw on brows over here because I don't have any, or at least they're like minimal. It's not because it's just because they take forever to make them look the same. Maybe not supposed to be sisters, but I don't mind the identical twins, like Siamese, almost like attached together. And I don't want two different brows. I think they're long lost cousins from like 8 generations back, you know? What do you think? I don't know. This is insane. I could do this for hours. That's how much this is going to bother me. Because I don't look the same. I can see that. This one more boxed up in these corners. I will say though, to be perfectly honest, I do like it. It is holding my brows in place in a way that I have never ever had a brow cut do before. And I like it. I've used a few different kinds and they've never ever been able to keep my brows in. I've never been able to keep my brows up like this. Like, do you guys see how they're like feathered up? That's good. Okay, so my thoughts on the Patrick Todd. It's just for brows. Shaping wax. And Claire, I like it. It made my brows look fluffy, which they don't normally do because I don't have a lot of brow hair. So hopefully you guys, I really enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. this from now on is the fragrance of the day. This one's Replica, originally under the lemon tree.